Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Mr. Sanchez Reads. We are going to continue reading Why We're Pro-Life by Trent Horn, Catholic apologist who's defended pro-life for a long time and knows his catechism really well, which is a good thing because you need to know the catechism to defend the Catholic faith. Also, just as a reminder, the reason I'm not doing my 2 cents or commentating, I may not even said this before, but I think I should, was just listen to his words, was listen to the arguments, and then we can come up with various solutions to questions we have. So today, actually, because they're shorter sections, we are going to get through 2 more sections today, which will be first, my body, my choice. Another objection goes like this. Even if the fetus is a human being with the same basic rights you and I have, shouldn't women have the right to control their bodies? I agree that people should be able to control their bodies, but wouldn't the unborn child also have a right to control his or her body? Which includes being protected from outside harm if he or she is a human being. Moreover, no one thinks that people should have the right to do whatever they want with their bodies. For example, yell fire in a crowded building or start a riot or punch an innocent stranger on the street. And we agree that this applies even to pregnant women and their medical choices. For example, in the mid-20th century, a drug called thalidomide, spelled Thali or Thalidomide, was used to ease nausea during pregnancy, until researchers discovered that it caused some children to be born without arms and legs. Today, governments all over the world ban thalidomide. But if a pregnant woman could do whatever she wanted with her body, shouldn't she have the legal right to use thalidomide even if it harmed the child in her womb? We can make this objection stronger and show why it still doesn't work. Maybe pregnant women can't do whatever they want with their bodies, someone might say, but just as I can't be forced to donate a kidney to save someone's life, a pregnant woman can't be forced to donate her womb to an unborn child. But abortion is not like refusing to donate an organ to a dying person. It's more like violently removing an already donated organ from a healthy person. Imagine that you wake up one day and discover that your kidney had been removed from your body and placed into Fred's body without your consent. Even if you wouldn't have chosen to donate a kidney to Fred, I doubt you kill Fred to get your kidney back. Plus, my kidneys are for keeping me alive, not someone else. That means I don't have a special duty to allow someone else to use them. But the uterus is for keeping someone alive. Even from a purely biological standpoint, it makes no sense to speak of the unborn child as a stranger or hostile invader to whom a woman could refuse accommodation. The baby is living right where he or she belongs and has a right to be there. Similarly, if a pregnant woman didn't consent to the sexual act that brought about the human similarly, even if a pregnant woman didn't consent to the sexual act that brought about the new human being in her womb, it would still be wrong to kill the child to redress the injustice. This brings us to another common pro-choice objection, which is, what about the case of rape? Rape is a horrendous and violent act that no civilized society should ever tolerate. Rape violates a woman's bodily integrity and takes away her ability to feel safe, even around people she has known for a long time. Even worse, sometimes rape victims are partly blamed for instigating or contributing to the act. This is a completely unacceptable way to treat an innocent victim of violence. Victims of rape deserve compassion and access to healing resources, as well as the resources needed to bring their attackers to justice. But should abortion be one of those resources? Just as we should not punish or blame the woman who is a victim of rape, but work to provide her with healing, we should not punish or harm the child who is conceived in rape and is also victimized by being brought into existence through an act of violence instead of an act of love. Yet, ironically in our country, it is illegal to execute a man who rapes a woman, but a child conceived in rape can be killed through abortion. Here's another way to understand the issue. Imagine that a woman has sexual relations with her husband, and the next day she is raped by a stranger. Several weeks later, she discovers she's pregnant, but doesn't know if the child was fathered by her husband or the rapist. A parental DNA test says that the husband is the child's father. The woman gives birth to a son, and 3 months later, the doctor calls while she is home alone with the baby. He informs her that he made a mistake and that the rapist is actually the baby's father. Should the woman be allowed to kill this product of rape in his crib? If not, then shouldn't we forbid killing the product of rape in the womb of the same person? Because both are human beings. Even some pro-choice philosophers agree that it is inconsistent to say abortion is wrong except in the case of rape, which accounts for 1.5% of all abortions. For example, Nathan Nobis and Christina Grob write, while people sometimes consider rape a special excuse that justifies abortion, if abortions generally are wrong, no special excuse is needed. They make this argument to justify any and all abortions, but it can be used in the reverse. If abortion generally is wrong, no special excuse makes it right. Rape is traumatic because it is an act of violence against an innocent person. Most people have good intentions when they suggest that abortion could ease the trauma of rape, but just how does violence heal? How could injustice done to an innocent child repair the injustice done to an innocent woman? Shouldn't we work to protect both the mother and the child from harm and punish the person who is truly responsible for the rape? Well, thank you for joining me for those two sections, and may we definitely especially pray for those who are victims of rape. That is not a good scenario. And we need to pray for them because they do need love and mercy, and they do need help from God, absolutely. Excuse me, sorry. Burps, inside burps. Well, I wish you all a wonderful night and day. God bless you all. Please remember to pray for us. We're praying for you. And please continue, like I said, to pray for the unborn because the unborn are important. And of course, as I said in today's video, please remember to pray, especially for women who have been raped. God bless you all. Remember, truth is truth. Have a wonderful day and night. Bye-bye.